deep within the snow-covered mountains of rural Japan, inside a traditional wooden structure built centuries ago. An ancient Arabic melody echoes across the tatami mats. The local villagers outside don't understand the words, but they know exactly what the sound means. It is a call to prayer, rising from a place where, until very recently, Islam was completely non-existent. This is Yaizu, a quiet, aging fishing village in Shizuoka Prefecture, famous for its green tea fields and views of Mount Fuji. To the outside world, this is the heart of traditional Shinto and Buddhist Japan. But if you walk past the old cedar trees and turn down a narrow alleyway, you will meet Muhammad Syakriel. Muhammad is a 28-year-old automotive technician from Medan, Indonesia. 4 years ago, he left behind the bustling, tropical, Muslim-majority streets of his hometown for a contract in rural Japan. Today, he is part of a tiny, resilient group of migrant workers who are quietly rewriting what it means to belong in the land of the rising sun. But practicing a faith built on community in a village defined by isolation comes with a hidden cost. At 4:30 a.m., while the rest of Yazoo is wrapped in pitch-black silence, Muhammad's alarm cuts through the cold air. The temperature inside his small apartment has dropped significantly overnight. He steps into the bathroom for wudu, the ritual washing before prayer. In the winter, the tap water feels like liquid ice against his skin. Kneeling on a prayer mat aligned toward Mecca angled precisely southwest across the Pacific Ocean, he bows in total stillness. Outside his window, the sun begins to peek over the horizon, illuminating the jagged ridges of the mountains. By 7:30 a.m., Muhammad is cycling to work. The streets are pristine, framed by manicured bonsai trees and traditional tiled roofs. He blends into the sea of Japanese commuters, bowing politely to elderly neighbors sweeping their doorsteps. At the automotive plant, Muhammad is a master of precision. His Japanese supervisors value his extreme discipline and work ethic traits that seamlessly align with Japan's societal fabric. But when the clock strikes 12:15 p.m., a different kind of precision begins. While his co-workers head to the cafeteria, Muhammad opens his bento box. Inside is a meal he spent 2 hours preparing the night before. In a country where soy sauce often contains alcohol and pork fat is a foundational ingredient in almost everything, finding halal food in a rural village is an exhausting daily treasure hunt. He carries a small laminated card with Japanese kanji characters listing forbidden ingredients, meticulously scanning the labels of every item at the local convenience store. One wrong ingredient means breaking his religious vows. As the lunch hour draws to a close, Muhammad slips away from the break room. He walks past heavy machinery to a small, forgotten storage closet at the back of the factory. Laying down a piece of clean cardboard on the concrete floor, he prepares for his afternoon prayer. He has exactly 8 minutes before his shift resumes. It is a solitary existence, balancing two completely different identities every single hour. Yet, the true test of his faith doesn't happen during the lonely work week. It happens when the weekend arrives and a heavy silence settles over the village. Living as a religious minority in a global metropolis like Tokyo or New York is one thing. Living in rural Japan, where uniformity is considered a virtue and standing out is often discouraged, is an entirely different reality. In Japanese culture, there is a famous proverb, "The nail that sticks out gets hammered down." For Muhammad and his fellow Muslim workers, their very presence sticks out. The challenges aren't marked by aggressive hostility or overt Islamophobia. Instead, they are defined by a quiet, polite friction. It is the uncomfortable stare from an elderly passenger on the local bus. It is the awkward silence that fills the room when Muhammad politely declines to join his co-workers for nomikai, the mandatory after-work drinking sessions that form the bedrock of Japanese corporate bonding. By skipping these nights, Muhammad inadvertently distances himself from the very community he wishes to understand. But the cultural gap widens even further when it comes to the future. A few miles away lives Tariq, a Pakistani migrant who married a local Japanese woman 15 years ago. They are raising 2 children in Yaizu. For Tariq, the anxiety isn't about food or prayer times, it is about identity. His children attend the local Japanese school, speak flawless Japanese, and celebrate traditional Shinto seasonal festivals with their classmates. There is no Islamic school here, no Friday afternoons off for youth groups. Tariq constantly worries that the rich heritage he holds dear will be completely washed away by the overwhelming cultural gravity of their surroundings. As these families look to the future, they face a haunting question. Can Islam truly survive long-term in a soil so deeply rooted in Shinto tradition? The answer lies in an unexpected sanctuary built by sheer willpower. Every Friday evening, the isolation evaporates. Muhammad, Tariq, and dozens of other migrant workers from Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Indonesia gather at an unassuming two-story building on the outskirts of the village. This is the Yaizu Musalla. It isn't a grand mosque with towering minarets or marble domes. It is a repurposed, renovated old Japanese farmhouse. Inside, the paper shoji screens have been removed, replaced by soft green carpets and calligraphy frames hanging on dark wooden beams. Here, the heavy burden of navigating a foreign culture instantly lifts. The air is thick with the rich aroma of Indonesian ayam goreng and Pakistani biryani. Men greet each other with warm, tight embraces, speaking a beautiful, chaotic mix of Arabic, Urdu, Indonesian, and Japanese. In this tiny pocket of Shizuoka, the mosque functions as far more than a place of worship. It is a community center, a counseling office, a grocery cooperative for importing halal meat, and a weekend school where Tariq's children learn to read the Quran. Slowly, this sanctuary is beginning to bridge the gap with the world outside its walls. During Ramadan, the community started inviting their elderly Japanese neighbors to join them for the iftar sunset meal. At first, the villagers were hesitant, viewing the foreign workers with polite suspicion. But over bowls of warm soup and shared stories, the barriers began to melt away. The local village chief recently visited the mosque, expressing gratitude to the young Muslim men who volunteered to clear heavy snow from the doorsteps of the elderly during the harsh winter. In an aging village where young Japanese youth are leaving for Tokyo, these foreign workers are becoming the literal lifeblood of the community. As night falls over Yaizu, the lights of the mosque flicker off, and the men return to their quiet apartments. Muhammad stands on his balcony, looking out at the silhouette of Mount Fuji against a starry sky. He came to Japan seeking economic opportunity, but in the process, he found something far deeper. He discovered that faith is not dependent on grand architecture or living in a place where everyone looks like you. Living as a Muslim in the heart of rural Japan requires an active choice every single day. It demands patience, extreme resilience, and an unwavering commitment to kindness. Two vastly different cultures. One rooted in the ancient traditions of Shinto animism, the other in the monotheistic devotion of Islam, are learning to exist in harmony. They are finding common ground not by erasing their differences, but by honoring their shared values of respect, discipline, and community. Because ultimately, home is not just the land you are born in. Home is the place where you build a sanctuary for your soul.